Bethany's a young sessional worker working with GIFT on the CYP IAPT programme. Bethany, we've been talking about outcome monitoring. Can you give me your views on what you think, how we should make outcome monitoring work for young people?
Sure, I think at first, if you just hand someone, a young person, a form, it can appear quite scary. Why are you taking down my details? Is it going to be something you use against me if I say something bad and if I'm honest? So it's got to be really clear, it's really simple. You've got to stress the fact that it's all confidential, that you're not going to run away and if you say something bad or sort of, banish you from the services or whatever. You've also got to give them incentive to do it because it can be a bit laborious, a bit tedious perhaps. So to say that, it's not going to take very long, we're doing this to help you out and just to make it clear why you're doing it and what it's for, but that actually it's really important in terms of improving the service and what might happen in the future.
How can it be made clear to young people? Should it be they get something written down, or should it be that therapists should be trained in how to explain it to them? What's your views on that?
I think it's got to be a good combination of the two. So the actual form itself has got to look nice, maybe clear, not too jumbled, not full of jargon, and the way it's presented and sort of handed over with clear explanation. As I say, nothing too scary, nothing being like fill this in. Just sort of quite casual, but not too casual. I'm here with Fiona and Jon. She's one of the core team with GIFT. So Fiona, how can we make outcome monitoring work for young people?
Well, we've talked to young people about how outcome monitoring can work for them. They've told us about needing the opportunity to raise questions when they're completing questionnaires or surveys, trying to understand what they mean, making them meaningful for them. And also, they've talked about being given the choice to opt out if they don't want to complete the measures without any repercussions to their treatment or care.
With Jon. Jon's a young sessional worker working with GIFT from Devon. Jon, can you please tell me, how do you think, how should we make outcome monitoring work for young people?
Outcome monitoring should be worked so that it's a meaningful process for the young person. This means the young person should be able to put down as much information as they feel that is beneficial to their treatment. So that could be a mixture of open and closed questions. So that allows them to provide a whole picture of how they're feeling at that current time and what could be useful for them in the future to help them get over any issues that they're dealing with. I think also young people need to be consulted more on the design of a questionnaire. So instead of a questionnaire just being presented to them where they might not understand the jargon on the bit of paper, they instead can have their own say on what should be put down. I also think that young people should be consulted on the design of questionnaires and should be allowed to have their own decisions over what should be put down as questions. This would ensure that a young person understands what's being said to them and what is asked of them by their therapist.
Does that also include the look of a questionnaire?
Yeah, I think it's to make sure it's not too clinical and that it's understandable and of a simple